let's just get into it. I don't want to waste any time. Johnny
No
flipping
intro today,
Somali,
Black
dude.
Man in trouble. I did the math. He is in fact 910% cooked right now. I know that you're all surprised, but when he hits 1,000%, he's in jail. We are talking about Johnny Somali, or as I like to personally call him, Ramsey Khalid Ismail, because he hates his real name and he hates himself and he is dying inside. And probably outside very soon. Not trying to foreshadow his demise or anything, because that obviously would be very unprofessional. But he is currently facing 36 years in Korean prison. Apparently Legal Mindset found some sort of loophole that can maybe get him 12 years. I don't know all the details. All I know is apparently it got worse. Apparently he's threatening the judge now. He's putting out threatening videos to threaten the judge and the judge's children. I don't know why he thought this was a good idea, but for some reason he did. I approve. I approve him continually ruining his life slowly but surely. So Atozy just made a video, disrespectful IRL streamer now facing 36 years in Korean prison. I am very excited to see this. So for those of you that don't know who Johnny Somali is, he is a retard. All right, now you're all up to date with who Johnny Somali is, so are you ready, gamers? Let's dive right into it, baby.
Streamer continues to prove to the world that he is in fact the dumbest streamer to ever walk on earth, because at this point I just feel like a broken record as this dude just continues to make an absolute fool out of himself.
I love this so much. I love this so much. Johnny Somali is one of my favorite characters on the internet. Now, I do believe he's a filler character, all right? He is a filler character. Let's make this clear. He's filler. He's not important. He's just the side joke that we laugh at every once in a while.
And now threatening the judge and his mother.
Yeah, I feel like everybody's way
human
too,
of all time.
like, you know.
Actual dumbest human ever.
Like, right now, I feel like it's kind of true because everybody's so, like, baffled by what Hassan Piker is doing. Hassan Diddler Fiker is doing. Like, it's just so outrageous that, like, you know, people are just kind of over Johnny. Like, you know, just kind of brushed him off. Like, just like, you know, whatever. You know, you want to rot and do that shit to yourself? Then you can do that shit to yourself, you know, type shit. It's like people just like, yeah, whatever. It's just, you know, just forgot, like, oh, it's just Johnny Somali.
Ever. You know, Johnny Somali has invented an entire new earthly realm of insults, and it's so fun because you don't even need to call people retarded anymore. It would unironically be more offensive to call someone dumber than Johnny Somali than to actually call them retarded. And I have to say, I was one up by my boy Mudahar here like that, I have to say. So I made a tweet, which was an absolute banger and pissed off a lot of people, showing the retard Avengers. It's all the biggest retards on the internet got together to make up the retard Avengers. And Mudahar responded with, somehow Johnny Somali is smarter than all these people combined. And I'll be real here, he murdered them. He fucking killed them. They're dead. He genocided this entire room. So anyway, yeah, Johnny Somali is out there changing the world one day at a time.
The judge, the prosecutor, y'all can suck my chest. Yeah. Suck my.
Yeah, that'll help.
Suck my schlong. Suck my wang.
By carrying a fish. Tell the judge you can suck my. I'll bring a fish to your mother's house.
No shot. He's threatening.
Wait, hold on, Chad. I gotta see this. Give me 1 second. Cinema. Democracy.
That's from the movie, right? Well, you're saying, there you go.
That's from the movie, right?
The judge
You will try.
Dude, Johnny Somali, your only chance right now is to put your fingers in the mouth of the judge. There's an ancient Korean tradition. A lot of people don't know about this. I'm saying this because I know Johnny Somali watches my videos, and obviously I want to help out my boy. I want to help out my guy. I'm trying to beat the racism allegations by helping a black man. So what I'm trying to say here is, Johnny Somali, all you have to do is put your fingers in the mouth of the judge, and due to ancient Korean tradition, he can never speak out against you ever again. This is an ancient Korean law. In fact, I'll even show you. So this is Legal Mindset. He's a lawyer. He even covered this. He was asked this very question.
Can you comment on the suggestion that he put his fingers in the judge's mouth? I would not do that.
Now, the reason why he is saying he would not do that is because he wants you to go to jail, Johnny Somali. But I am your friend, Johnny. We are very similar, you and I. except you're a retard, sexual offender in Korea, and I am making money off of your downfall. But aside from that, we're not so different, you and I. I have double your IQ and 1,000 times your income. But we're not so different, you and I. Put your fingers in the judge's mouth.
He is now facing 36 years in South Korean prison. And
Yay! Let's go. Dude, South Korea.
his genius idea is to threaten the dude who has his freedom in his hands
Yep.
and the judge's mother. Because why
Johnny
not?
Somali, by what you couldn't tell, isn't that smart of a person. I mean, this is someone who literally records himself committing crimes while he's in a court case. So it's like, I don't know, man.
Right? Like, I said this on Twitter, but at this point, Johnny's essentially pen testing the South Korean judicial system because he is doing the opposite of what you're supposed to be doing when you're facing serious prison
Oh
time.
my God, that's
every
awesome.
step of the way. So, I mean, whatever they end up giving him will send a clear message to the world if South Korea welcomes streamers to harass their citizens for content or not.
I mean, at this point, Johnny Somali could almost be considered a terrorist in Korea. Like, dude is just going in there to fuck up their culture. Like, it's actually terrorizing the people.
So basically, as some of you guys have noticed, I've been traveling for the last 10 days, which is why there's been way fewer uploads, but we're back to way more uploads now.
All right.
But anyway, a lot has happened since I made my last video on Johnny in a hotel lobby. Obviously, he went to court again, and if you thought things were bad for him the time I went to the trial, it's so much worse this time.
All right. He went back to court. Let's go.
He's now facing additional charges, and there will now be multiple witnesses testifying against him in the next trial.
Bro, dude's actually getting a fucking Diddy case. I care about Johnny Somali's prison sentence more than Diddy. I'll just say it. Yes, Diddy's a piece of shit, but everyone knows that. Johnny Somali, though? Filler character.
But you may be asking, how did he show up? Did he go through and do the whole black pointy robe thing like he was claiming he was gonna do? Well, not really. He rocked the usual MAGA hat. I guess that is just his Hail Mary in hopes our
Dude, he wants Trump to save him so badly. Johnny's like, Daddy Trump,
He's just begging for
take
Trump
me
to
out.
just, you know,
Take me out of South Korea. I'm a political prisoner.
current administration will somehow pass him one of those get out of jail free cards.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. You think Trump is gonna go to war?
my man
for Johnny
played himself,
Somali?
dude.
From Monopoly.
I meant that he was just
But
gonna go there,
unfortunately for
commit all
Johnny,
these crimes,
nobody's
and
rallying
get
to
bailed
free
out
this
by Donnie
dude,
J.
like, as everyone except for the 20 people who watch his streams in support of him believe he's made his own bed. But speaking of the robe, from what I can tell before the trial, one of their neighbors saw Hank and Johnny using it to film some video on top of the roof of Hank's apartment building in Seoul. And naturally, they posted this video right after the trial was over.
I have a truth.
Bro went out in the fucking Kanye KKK garb. There's no way he thought this was a good move. Like, he's broke. He's not even making money doing these streams.
That I am the modern day Letitia Harlan, and I am being assassinated.
Oh yeah, modern day Letitia
I'm being
Harley.
assassinated right here, guys. I am literally in the middle of an assassination as we speak.
By modern day Korea.
You've got to be fucking kidding me. He's trying. This guy might be the biggest loser of all time. Oh my God.
I have a dream that I may not be sentenced to 10 years of hard labor in South Korea.
He knows he's gonna be picking cabbages. Oh Lord, Adolf Hitler.
Oh my God. Sorry guys, I was a little distracted right now, but we freaking did it! Battlefront 3! Let's go! The Battlefront 2 devs are saying that they want to get all the developers again. That they want to get the gang back together so that they can make Battlefront 3. It's working, guys. Oh my God. Sorry, I was distracted for like the first 6 minutes, but it was totally worth it. Hold on. We fucking did it, dude. We freaking did it.
Ass looking guy. He was
Oh.
trying to get some sort of social media attention or something, and literally no one gives a fuck about him. It's incredible. Dude, even the hardcore Kanye fans will think this guy is just an edgelord retard.
For the simple crime of spilling a cup of noodles. Seriously, that is my main goal.
He's trying so hard. He's trying to rally support, bro.
No, it's not.
Not
It's
even
the
at all. It's the sex crimes, bro. What are you talking about?
deepfake charges that are in the main charges. Legal Mindset actually made a chart with all the current charges.
Oh my God,
so you
that's
see the one in
awesome.
the middle there for the loud music on the bus? Well, that was just added, and he pled guilty for that one as well. So in total, he's already pleaded guilty to 5 of these charges, and then you have the 2 serious ones, which are the deepfake charges, which hold a maximum of 10.5 years in Korean prison each. and he
Oh, you
pled not
fucking
guilty,
idiot.
meaning he has to go fight those two in court, even though he live streamed himself doing what he's being
Nice.
accused of. Then to make things worse for him, and because of those pleas, the next court date, apparently
Actual
witnesses
clown.
will be testifying against him. I mean, just imagine throwing away your life to be that unfunny. Dude's no civil rights martyr. He's a guy who made a living off of harassing strangers in public and live streaming their reactions against their will for profit. And because he goes way over the line for some basic attention online, he's now facing a maximum prison sentence of 36 years in South Korean prison.
Bro, that's fucking crazy, man. And he's not making it better, all right? He is not making it better. All right, someone in my chat just said that according to Legal Mindset, there was a mistranslation and the real chart is 12 years or something. I don't know. But the point that I'm trying to make is, God, just let it happen. Oh, it'll be so fun. Dude, 1000% fucked is going to be the greatest video on the internet.
And clearly, this is getting to both of them, both him and his
Oh,
friend
man.
Hank. Because now that
His
Johnny's
day shall
decided to
soon
actually
come.
fight these charges, that means he's Hank's
his
problem for
day
even
shall
longer. Or
soon
well, this is
come.
until Hank does the logical thing of just kicking him out from his apartment because, let's be real,
Dude, Hank is ruining his life. This guy's like the actual Black Plague. He just walks around and everyone that even comes in contact with him, every single person that comes in contact with him gets fucked. They all end up on the fucktometer immediately.
Yeah, like literally anal
Johnny,
seepage.
he's made his own bed. But Dr. Ulrich Node, who was with us in the first court hearing, he actually went again and shared the notes of the court transcription. So
Let's fucking go, dude. We got the transcription from court. Dude, I am like actually just celebrating his demise. I don't understand. I was raised not to kick people when they're down, but I am enjoying it so much. Ah, fuck.
Yeah, he
everyone can
deserves
actually
this
know
shit.
exactly what happened in the second court hearing. So, 10 a.m., the judge enters the courtroom and everyone stands.
Right.
Before this, a court officer instructed everyone to turn off their phones. The audience includes individuals from various backgrounds such as Australian, Pakistani, Korean, Korean American, Jewish, South African, and African American.
How the fuck did they get random Jewish people there to watch the Johnny Somali's court case in South Africa? Yeah, it was
Yeah, can you imagine? Like, hey, you get a letter in the mail saying they have jury duty and you have to fly out to Korea or some shit. Or, well, actually, I don't think that's how that works. But can you imagine? It just says Johnny Somali versus the people of Korea or whatever, wherever he's at right now. That's actually so funny, dude.
It was me, guys. It was me. I was the one Jewish guy in the courtroom.
There are about 10 people present. 10:10 a.m., the case begins. Johnny Somali is scheduled for 10:40 a.m., but when the time comes, he is not in the courtroom. Earlier,
No way!
My man is late, dude. My man does not value his freedom. My man truly, genuinely, just does not value his own freedom.
Late
Yeah.
to his second court case. Bro! If you don't...
And keep in mind, he already did this the first time, and he was warned not to do the very thing he's doing again,
Every kid late
dude.
to his first court case. He's trying everything in his power to get cooked. Oh my god, dude. That's insane.
Yeah, it's like this guy
his and
wants
Hank's
this
voices were
shit to
heard in the
happen.
corridor, but they're not present now. So, I mean, the dude is late for his second court case. He was
That's crazy. That's insane. If you remember his first court case, he came late because he was drunk. Like, actually watching someone ruin his life in the greatest way ever.
really late for the first one. Apparently, he was late for this one as well. 10:44 a.m. Johnny's still not present, but a public defender enters the room. It's unclear if the defender is assigned to Johnny's case or if there's some confusion.
All right.
10:51 a.m. Johnny, also known as Khalid, is called. The court officer knows that Johnny was upstairs, but went downstairs again, and they're waiting for him
Oh
to
my
return.
God,
A minute
kidding.
later, Johnny enters the courtroom, this time without a smile, and sits in the proper.
Oh, pussy's scared. Pussy's scared.
Oh, shit, dude, he's
Ooh
starting to
la
get
la.
fisted, huh?
He talks a big
He's starting to
game
get
when he's
fisted.
live streaming in his friend's bedroom between blowjobs.
Ah.
But then suddenly,
Ah.
he goes to court, no smile to be seen.
Proper seat. The court begins reviewing the charges he previously admitted to. 10:54 a.m. While the judge is checking the files, Johnny winks at me. Meanwhile, Hank, Johnny's
Oh,
accomplice, turns
Johnny.
around and tries to intimidate the audience by making a scary
John
face or
fucking
serious
me.
face, which is not effective.
There is no way Hank tried to intimidate the audience in court. There is no way. This is the greatest thing of all time. This is
Dude,
awesome.
Hank the
This
Tank,
is so
yo.
awesome.
10:56 a.m. The judge asked Johnny if there was any change to his work or address because remember last time he lied about not.
Yeah, last time he said I don't know my address. That was his argument
He
last
doesn't
time.
know
When they're
his
like, you can tell
address.
me in English. And he's like, no, first he's like, I can't speak Korean, so I can't tell you my address.
If I
He's
was
like,
a
okay,
judge,
tell
I
me your
would've
address
been
in
like,
English. He's
"Alright,
like,
we'll figure it
I don't
out."
remember my address.
knowing his address, and
We'll
then he
just
also
follow you
lied
home then.
about being a student
That was the judge
instead
be like, all right, we'll escort you home and figure out the address.
A retard.
of a
Simple.
full-time streamer, which he was at the time, and then essentially
these
by
games,
saying there
you
was
can
no
play these
change,
games.
he effectively lied yet again. Apparently, the judge reminds
So now
Johnny
we
that he
will
has the
know
right to remain silent,
exactly
but
where
it
you
appears
live.
the judge doubts Johnny's ability to do so.
Okay, Johnny, listen, I'm asking you for your address, but I know you're a retard, so you don't have to say anything. Then Johnny's like, don't worry, I am here.
Johnny says there is no change.
Right.
Following this, the prosecutor reviews the previous charges, including the incident on October 12th, where Johnny caused a disturbance on bus number 471 by playing a loud ape sound and music.
He's such a retard, bro. Oh, God. You know when you die and, like, your life flashes before your eyes? I feel like that's his entire court case. They go through every retarded moment of his retarded, sad, pathetic life.
Forcing the bus to stop.
I feel like his court case is like when you die and before you know when you're in purgatory and they're showing you like all the sins you've committed and weighing it out against, I guess, like all the good shit that you've done. Like right now it's just like a montage, like an AMV of like, wake me up, bring me back to, I can't wake up, wake me up, save me, go again and save me from myself. And it's just like, you know, an AMV of like every single fucking dumb thing that Johnny Somali has done. Every single mortal sin he's committed against the treason. I mean, treason against the High
He
Council.
repeated similar behavior on another bus on the same route, harassing passengers. Additionally, the prosecutor mentions that on October 13th, Johnny created a deepfake video of him kissing another man. The judge
What kind? That's the worst flex of all time.
asked Johnny if he would like to proceed with a plea on the deepfake charges. Johnny, through his lawyer, pleads not guilty to the deepfake charges. He asked John
all right. Push back. We take those.
he confirms. The judge
Bro's
appears
gonna need Better Call Saul for this one.
mildly surprised by the plea and asked for proof of innocence.
The judge is surprised because they have it on fucking video. Like, you have to remember, Johnny Somali streamed himself committing all these crimes, right? You gotta realize, this dude
he
streamed
recorded the
himself
Carfax
committing the crimes
on himself,
right? So
and
when he
is trying
says
to
not
deny it
guilty,
now.
but they have the actual
Let's
video
see
of
how
him
this
doing
plays
it.
out.
Like, what are you
Like,
what
fucking,
are you gonna say?
The lawyer states that they currently have no proof and need time.
What was that shit again?
Yes? No, I'm being told that Average Joe's does not have enough players and will be forfeiting the championship match.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Literally.
To gather it.
The defense lawyer has no proof that he's innocent when he actually did it on stream? This is awesome, man.
Oh boy. Unfortunately for him again,
Be
he
forfeiting
is
the
a
cha-
witness. He live streamed himself doing this. So he's exactly what the prosecutors need to, but exactly not what the defense needs, when he's on the defense at least. But in response, the prosecution requests a witness examination, stating that since Johnny denies the charges, they need to present witnesses.
That's crazy, man. Oh, God, the
Championship match.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
judge looking at his receipts. You actually want to play this?
Actually,
one? Okay,
yeah.
bring witnesses.
The judge agrees to allow a witness examination, but notes that given the sensitive nature of the charges, the victim will decide if the court will be open or closed. This means that the public and press may be restricted depending on the victim's preference. Then Dr. Ulrich added some personal notes here where it says that Johnny seems to realize that he's actually in trouble here. Hank seems very stressed. After court, the two marched out and are followed by reporters. A reporter asked Johnny if he still thinks that Korea is a vassal state.
Fuck. Johnny was talking such a big game. He was saying that he wants North Korea to come and murder people. He was saying that
Wasn't he being questioned by the government for suspicions of communism? Because this guy was literally glazing Kim Jong-un and shit like that. He was like literally begging North Korea to come and shit, and be like, this guy's an actual fucking idiot.
Being the championship match.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Fitting the champ.
South Korea is a vassal state of North Korea. Dude, realization kicking in. I believe we have reached the find out stage. of the fuck around and find out doctrine.
Yes, we
And this is
have.
glorious.
It's so hard to take that thing seriously
Yes,
due to
it
how
is.
ridiculous of a statement that was from him to begin with. It's just baffling to me, like, who is facing...
It baffles me that Johnny Somali really had like the balls, the chutzpah, you know, the jeepers creepers to actually do something like this and think that the court was like on some United States shit where you could try to do some bullshit and get out of it. He really thought he was just gonna be able to walk in there and be like, it's just a prank, bro. It's just a prank.
decades in prison and then goes out to the public media and says that Korea is a vassal state of the United States. Like, dude, what are you doing? But this time, Johnny apparently was a little bit wiser and he remained silent. And Hank takes on the role of the pseudo lawyer, saying Johnny has no further comments.
God, this is amazing. This is amazing. Oh my God, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Holy shit.
They reach the bottom of the stairs and Hank yells profanities and swears at the people's parents.
Oh, that'll help.
So I guess they're just taking turns on crashing out. Last time it was Johnny who was just acting out in court. Now I guess it's Hank. But apparently they really walk into the underground level and are forced to come back up and walk through a crowd of anti-Johnny attendees. And then Ulrich apparently spoke Korean and told Johnny that he is terribly short. But Johnny didn't understand that, so he muttered profanities in return apparently. But again, thank you Dr. Ulrich for the transcription of what actually happened inside of the courtroom. But Johnny just continues to lie in court for no real reason.
That's
Everyone is already aware of how he's making his money in Korea. So why he would do this and just continue to lie, it's beyond me. But again, I would also ask the same question to basically 90% of the things he does. None of it makes sense.
Well, unless he's retarded,
Absolutely
in which
none of
case
it.
a lot of it starts making sense. Like, you gotta recognize that retardation plays a role. Sometimes stupidity is a much better explanation than malice. Like, while I love applying malice to things, I think you gotta realize stupidity is a much better and simpler explanation.
Yeah, some people
that
are
works.
just fucking
He's already
stupid.
admitted that what he's doing is not worth it. So I don't know why he continues to double down and double down and double down when he's already admitted, hey, this isn't worth it anymore. I'm not getting paid for this anymore. Okay, why are you still doing stuff to make your penalty harsher and to add time?
At the end of the
to
day,
your
I think this is
current-
just who
denial,
Johnny Somali
actual
is.
denial. Like,
He's-
dude, this man has
he's,
reached
you know,
legendary
doubled
level.
down so much that now he's not able to distinguish, you know, Johnny Somali from Ramsey. They are one and the same now.
Levels of retard. He's
Like,
in
even if he
denial
tried to
because
break away, he
he
couldn't.
feels like he's fucked anyway. So at this point, you might as well do his best to save face in front of his 200 fans.
Yeah,
he really
go
wants his
down
200 fans to think he's really cool.
Take-
Like, it's crazy.
6 years of potential South Korean prison time. It's just
I mean,
baffling
unless he puts his fingers in the mouth of the judge.
how stupid this is. I mean, especially pleading not guilty to something he live streamed himself doing.
That's the best part. That is the best part. Not guilty, Your
Yeah,
Honor. And the
literally.
judge is like, you serious? The judge is like, okay, dude. Oh, you want to play this game? All right, dude.
That's a bold move,
God, dude.
especially when it's just gonna delay the inevitable.
He got
Championship match.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Forfeiting.
banned on Party? There's no way. There's no way. Oh my God, that's crazy. How do you get banned on platforms no one even heard of?
Sentencing and potentially give him a worse penalty
Hey,
if they do
fucking Johnny
find him
Somali,
guilty for
dude.
this. So the next trial date, it's
Man
set
gets
for
banned from
August.
hotel
So
rooms.
if you want me to go there, drop
How
a
do
like
you
on
do
this
that?
video. There's a little bit more to talk about today because the YouTuber 15 Minutes of Shame, he's been posting a handful of videos over the last couple of days with clips from that
I've
stream
actually
that
seen
they
some of
did
his
right
videos
after the
before.
trial day.
All
And if I
right.
was gonna sum up the mood here, I would say that Johnny is still in this like in-between phase of denial and disbelief, and Hank,
Yup, that's what I'm thinking too. Otherwise, there's no explanation. There is no explanation for him to
He
keep
really
cooking
thinks
himself this hard,
there's a
unless he
chance where he
really
might just get
thinks that
scot-free.
it's not going to change anything. He feels invincible, like actual main character syndrome.
is visibly hating
we're
his
literally
life
sitting
when
here with
Johnny's
chips
still living
watching
in a
this
small
unfold.
apartment. Well, the first clip naturally isn't even about the trial because Johnny is still he's just so interested in others talking about him and how the reaction is to him.
Instead of
He's more
focusing on
interested in
himself.
that than his own freedom. And
Yup. It's all about perception. He is a slave to public opinion and a slave to public perception.
Yep.
That's why he can't look like a loser. That's why when he goes live on stream, he has to talk the big game and threaten the judge's mother because he's a slave to his audience.
That's all he has.
And he's a
That's all he can
slave
do.
to his fate.
That's
He's
all he knows how to
actually
do is just
fucking
talk
cooked.
doo-doo.
and trial. So apparently he's just worried about how
His own
Asmongold is
hubris
reacting to
is
his
his downfall.
content.
Honestly, it's easy content for him. The nigga sits there, he lets cockroaches crawl all over him, he drinks more soda pop than water. Why am I calling it soda pop? But then
More
he sits
soda
there,
pop than
reacts
water.
to a Tozy video,
Okay,
and just
did
says,
you
oh,
drink
Johnny's
alcohol?
this, Johnny's this,
24/7.
Yeah, the greatest part is
Didn't you
know
drink
he
the night
watches
before your
all the
court case, you
videos
clown?
shitting on him, man. He just sits there when he has free time and he watches videos
Molten.
tearing him to shreds because he's a complete and utter
Just
attention
molten.
whore narcissist. Hi, Johnny. I know you're watching. Put your fingers in the judge's mouth. I'm telling you, man, it's your only chance.
Oh,
But I'm not gonna lie, the narrative is changing. When I,
you know what might actually work too, Johnny? If you like, you know, get some nice, you know, put your fingers in your mouth, you get all nice and wet, and then try to give the judge a nice wet willy. You know, stick your finger in his ear.
a lot of these react to my videos now, like especially the Twitch streamers, because since they changed the rule on Twitch that like you can watch banned Twitch stream, I'm a banned Twitch streamer technically. They changed the rule that you can watch banned Twitch streamers content. A lot of these are laughing at the situation now.
Dude,
Yeah, you're the situation. Bro,
You done this yourself. You literally did that. You got yourself into the situation for content and entertainment, so we can laugh at you, right? Don't get fucking mad now that we're laughing at you. You
we are
actual
laughing
imbecile.
at your demise. I hope you're aware. We are
See, what he thought it was gonna be was that we're gonna laugh with him, but that's not the case. We're laughing at
laughing
you, buddy.
at how fucked you are. 910% fucked.
people are laughing at how you will so willingly destroy your life
Yes.
for attention.
It's fascinating.
With
Yes,
zero upside other than attention. I mean, Johnny is trapped
Yeah,
in
you
South
literally
Korea for a
gain
long
nothing
time.
from this.
He's not making good money anymore.
I'm telling you, that's why everyone needs to agree with my my analysis. All right,
Like,
let
my
me introduce
dead
you to the
channel
cycle of fuck. I've explained this to you in
became
the past,
alive
but I'll
because
explain
of-
this to you one more time
partially
because I
because
think
of
it's
this.
important to note that the cycle of fuck is very real. All right, so this is where you fuck around. All right, you fuck around.
And because
all
of the
right,
eye
you
dub
want
shit.
money. All right, you want money. But then you find out because you fucked around, you know. So you find out. And
I
then
know
you
other
need
stuff
money.
too, but-
So you fuck around. This is the cycle of fuck. All right. I think it's important to recognize that this is what it's all about. All right. You fuck around because to make money. All right. And then you find out because you fucked around. You know that's the result. And then you have no money. And then you need to fuck around so that you can make
Negative
money.
money.
This is the cycle of fuck. And this chart, it's a beautiful chart. The greatest
Yep.
chart I've ever seen.
Fafo.
Other people have talked about it. I didn't say it's the greatest chart, but
that's the
they're
Fafo
saying,
circle of
wow,
life."
what a chart.
The
He's forced
fafos.
to mooch off his friend, Hank, to get by. And clearly, all of this is really getting to Hank.
Hey, y'all got 3 more months in Somali freedom. Like, there is a lot.
He knows he's going to jail. Oh, he knows
What's up,
he's
Somali
going to
freedom
jail.
weapon?
He sees a jail date in front of him.
Like, they're gonna clip it. I already know these channels, and they're the keep me relevant, bro. I can stream once a month, and I'm still relevant. I'm getting.
Yeah, you're relevant. We're making fun of you and making
Not
money
for
while
very
we're
good
making
reasons,
fun
though,
of you. Okay?
My name is getting millions of views on YouTube.
I don't think he realizes something.
Millions of views on
You
YouTube.
do realize that terrorists get
Because we're
millions
laughing
of
at
views
you, you
of
idiot.
people talking about killing them, right? Like, this is not the flex you think it is, my friend.
And I don't even have to do nothing. The last time I streamed was 2 weeks ago. That's crazy power. That's
Oh, he's trying so hard
That's
to find the
not
fucking
power,
bright
you
side,
actual
bro.
troglodyte.
He's trying to find the bright side, man.
crazy power.
Well, yeah, you're in the middle of an international criminal
Yeah,
case.
no, this is hilarious. This is awesome, bro. They're not your views. They're mine.
Actual
Right? I think this is. It's important to note. These are my views that he's talking about. My views, not your views. My views. Johnny Somali. How many views did I make off this bastard?
Yeah, dude.
All right,
Like, I don't think this guy understands.
I
Like,
made
the
16
5 people
videos
that
on
do
it
watch
so
this
far.
video,
They're all monetized.
dude, they're not
except
your
for one,
views.
which is
They're my
demonetized.
views.
They all have. Oh shit, they have a substantial amount. I probably got 3 million views of Johnny Somali videos on my channel. Maybe not. Maybe 2.5 million views of Johnny Somali.
Look, I would
videos on my
imagine they're
channel.
ultimately here
Yeah,
for me.
thanks,
Not
Johnny.
you, buddy.
Appreciate it. Very cool. Thanks for
Clown.
the 2.5 million views. It's probably $20,000, by the way. I probably made $20,000 off Johnny Somali just on ad revenue.
Case. You're facing 36 years of prison
$1,000
time
is crazy.
simply
No
because
wish.
you're a moron addicted to attention on the internet. When we first started covering him in Korea, he was basically only facing like a slap on the wrist. Because the first time he was detained, etc., that was about walking around with the rotting fish on the bus and shoving it in people's faces. As we saw from the chart earlier, that was a fine and or up to 30 days in jail,
Yeah.
worst case scenario.
Yeah.
As that charge is essentially the equivalent of a misdemeanor. But I
Yeah.
guess with the attention back on him from the commentary channels again, I guess he decides to just continue to act out in the worst way possible to keep videos being made on him. And now he's facing 36 years in prison. Congratulations, you played yourself? Like, that doesn't sound like
How
me.
does
That
this
sounds like a
happen?
What a fool.
massive skill issue. Why'd you do that to yourself, dude? But he also revealed that allegedly someone from the U.S. Embassy came to
There's
his
like that scene from. Ugh. Ugh. This is like that scene from Dragon Ball Z, where Frieza is like, you know, all disheveled and broken and stuff on the ground, and Goku gives him like enough ki to get the hell off planet Namek, but instead of, you know, getting off planet Namek, Frieza decides to use the last bit of energy to try to kill Goku and shoot him from behind. Goku turns around, he's like, "You fool!" That's us right now. That's like us, you know, the internet, the comment section, this guy, we're all collectively just Goku as one. All of us together merged into one. We are Goku. Just looking at Johnny Somali, you know, talking about, "You fool!" You know,
his most recent court date.
I don't want to say nothing about the court, but let's just say there was somebody from the government at court today. That's not, you know what I mean?
Yes.
It's not private. It's not private information. There was a representative from the U.S. Embassy at the court today. I'm just gonna put that out there. My country looking out for me. I'm a U.S. citizen.
Oh my god, dude. He's actually retarded. You think because a U.S. representative was laughing at you in court, it means that you're being
Actual
represented by
baboon.
America? Like, this is crazy.
At the end of the day, and they know this is.
Why would you assume that they're doing anything but monitoring the situation? Because again, he left his American rights at home in America. Unfortunately, he
True.
still doesn't seem to realize he's at the mercy of the South Korean judge that he is actively threatening on his streams.
Based.
But this is what Hank has to say revolving a lot of the hate that Hank's been getting for supporting Johnny.
Oh, dude. And poor Hank. Poor guy. No, not because he's getting harassed. Of course he's getting harassed. He's a retard. I mean, poor guy because he's a retard. He was born a retard and he must live his life as a retard. Can you imagine being born a Hank? Ah, shit. Bro, God nerfed that man
Like, ah,
straight out of
shucks.
the womb to sit there supporting
Ah,
Johnny
gee
Somali like
whiz.
that.
I get partially, okay? Partially, I understand why Koreans are upset at Ramsey.
I forgot his name. Ramsey. Got him.
Because
Ramsey.
but
I'm not scared to say my name. My name is Ramsey. I love
what did I do? Why are they targeting me?
Oh my god, it's way too good, man. It's way too
Is
good.
he an actual idiot?
Why are they targeting me when I am literally aiding and
My man is
abetting a
literally harboring
retard
this
criminal?
guy.
What?
Can you imagine the people like literally harboring and aiding and abetting Osama bin Laden talking about, "Oh yeah, why are they targeting my house? Like, what the fuck? Why are they targeting me? What did I do? Like, what the fuck do you mean?" Oh god.
Why are they targeting me when I am literally feeding and supporting a retard criminal?
They're gonna clip this.
Oh, no.
Be careful what you say.
I know. Just
Go ahead.
let me please say it, okay?
Dude is so mad. He fucking hates him. But he
No,
made his
oh.
bed and now he has to lie in it, dude.
What did I do that was so wrong? So just
He can't even say a sentence. He's shaking.
because of my friend, like, let's say
What's wrong? My friend is a retard.
My man doesn't
friend
even
screwed
consider
up.
you
I
his
tell you, man, this
friend,
dude,
dude.
he's
just
actually the
using
fucking
you
the
for
Black Plague.
resources.
Black Plague walks around. Everyone gets fucked up.
That means I should abandon my friend? Like,
Should I abandon my friends? I mean, yeah, it's financially straining me and my entire family. And
Yeah, and he did it
my
to himself. He
uncle who's
made
a
these
lawyer
choices on his
is
own.
getting cooked.
It's not like these
and-
choices. Like, it's one thing if this was like imposed onto him, you know, not by choice. Like, you know, if he just found himself in the situation, you know, maybe not necessarily of his own actions, type shit. That's one thing. But like, dude, this guy went out of his way to do this in multiple countries, got kicked out of them, and continues doing this shit. So it's like, I don't know, dude. You literally asked for this. It's like, I don't feel bad.
Yeah, I'm funding him, but like, should I not be doing that? No, you should not be doing that. What do you mean by Black Plague? I mean, like the chat. That's not what I meant. God damn it!
like that's not loyalty. Do you understand what?
This is like saying the Nazis had loyalty to Hitler, dude. Just because you're standing up for a guy, that doesn't make you automatically a good dude, all right? Like, what are we talking about?
Old he is.
Dude, your friend didn't screw up. He's making an active decision every single day to make his own life and your life as miserable as possible to get a little bit of attention online. He didn't even accidentally offend someone or accidentally commit a
Alright,
crime,
guys,
which
if you
puts you and
hear,
your
like,
family in a
some
position where
stomping
Listen,
or some
Hank,
shit,
just
I think
because
they're
he
working
sucks
on
your
the
dick for
roof.
rent, it doesn't mean he's a friend. And I'll be
I
real here.
apologize for
Obviously, I
that
don't know what
crowd.
their
Just random
relationship
shit
looks like
happened,
behind the
I know.
scenes. And how much dick sucking it involves. I suppose a moderate amount, because otherwise I would never understand it. But realistically, brother, this friend is fucking up your life. This is not a friend.
have to pay for his legal representation. These are active decisions on his end as he continues to
his end,
double
yeah, he
down
chose
over
to do
and
this.
over and over again. You do not owe someone loyalty if they're actively destroying your life and damaging your relationship with your family, because friends don't do that. John
True. I don't know what kind of mental manipulation hold this man has on him. Holy shit.
is definitely not your friend if he's doing all that to you.
I shouldn't.
He's actually crashing out. Oh my god, Hank, stop! You're making it worse for yourself.
I'm getting also punished by South Korea because
As
of
you should.
guilty by
As you
association. My mom and my dad.
Don't talk about your family.
yeah,
Don't
oh, I
talk
mean,
about your
yeah.
family.
He was about to crash out. Even he knows. Even Johnny Somali.
Is this guy an idiot, dude? Is this guy really an idiot? Like, what? If your friends are robbing a bank and you are there with them, even though you're not robbing the bank, but you're there with them and you're tagging along, you know, maybe you're not the driver, but you're still in the car and you get pulled over, you're going to get arrested too. Is Hank actually like an idiot? Like, how the fuck is a cop just supposed to take your word for it? Like, what? And even on top of that, you did nothing to stop this kid from doing all the shit that, you know, now he's being incriminated for. So it's like, you know, you played yourself here, buddy.
Even dude's like, no. Hank, what are you doing? Hank, stop.
Don't get these animals.
But-
Don't get emotional.
But anyway,
When I get emotional, I troll. Okay,
What did I do?
Just be careful.
Like-
I'm telling you.
seriously, I didn't insult Korea. I didn't insult comfort
Yeah,
women.
just be
I
careful.
actually told Ramsey.
And I troll.
I mean, I would have told Ramsey not to do it if he was gonna do it.
I did it before I met you.
He did it without my knowledge.
Wait, I did it before I met you, he says. And he says he did it without my knowledge. Someone's lying. You probably did know him, first of all. And second of all, bro, I did it before I met you and you still decided to become his best friend? That is the worst decision of all time. What is happening?
I mean, the more Hank talks, the more clear it is to me that Johnny is completely taking advantage of him.
He's manipulating the fuck out of him. He's absolutely manipulating him. He's sitting there and he's telling him, yeah, you're doing the right thing. You're going to abandon a friend.
literally
Hell
sitting there
yeah, I
telling
have
him
to
that
be
the
here.
fucking sun
This
shits
is a
rainbows.
3 IQ man getting manipulated by a
Literally
4
pissing on his
IQ
leg,
man.
telling
It
him it's
seems
raining.
like
You are my friend.
Hank isn't really playing with a full deck of
Piss-
cards.
he's
He's
really
crashing
pissing
out.
on his dick and telling him
he's
it's
crashing
raining.
out. The funny thing is, Johnny Somali
Man, quit
over
pulling
there,
my dick.
is Johnny Somali is probably an actual sociopath. He's
Johnny
probably an
Somali
actual
is
sociopath.
Johnny Somali
He really
in Johnny
seems
Somali,
he
starring
fucks
as
around way
Johnny
too much, and he
Somali.
finds out a lot, and he's gonna end up in jail for it. And Hank doesn't seem like he has
finds out a lot.
those stones. Hank is just Stockholm syndrome, but for retardation.
So to speak. And to preface that, that's a complete speculation, as I don't know the guy. But I also feel like that kind of showed in that interview he did back with the LA-based Korean podcast a few months ago about him and Johnny being jumped. But also just by like scraping the surface of how Hank was
That
banned from the
sucks.
United States and his
Hank was banned from the United States? Dude, what is going on? This is crazy. These are just two people ruining their lives.
previous online
actual
political
nothing.
stunts and things, it would seem that he has quite a pattern of antisocial behavior. So I wouldn't be surprised if Johnny is one of his only friends, which is likely why he's so loyal to him. But at the end of the day, like, people are upset with Hank for going along with all this and directly financially supporting Johnny and enabling this guy's behavior.
I don't want you to get charged and stay here at home. I'm already planning to get you a for yourself. Like, you're a unit, okay? Yeah. So yeah.
And my understanding here is if he
Yikes.
actually goes ahead and sponsors an apartment for Johnny, that's not him paying for it. That's his family paying for that.
Yeah, he's fucking up his entire fucking family.
And it also seems like, or well, he's admitted as well
For
that his
one
family
guy.
hates Johnny. So why he would do that to his own family, that's that's questionable as well. Like, if you're talking about loyalty here, why are you not being loyal to your own family? But meanwhile, Johnny is clearly very disappointed because, you know, he was hoping he was going to be able to leave after this court date.
It sounds like within a month though you could be out of here.
It is a possibility. It is a possibility.
I mean, like if everything goes well with the thing,
Yeah, it's not happening.
then it should just kind of be resolved, and you should be able to
The championship match.
passport.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Still, so you
It's
should,
right here.
yeah, you should be able to just kind of dip that.
Yeah.
Look at this man coping. It's crazy. Look at this cope. Cope is off the charts.
I'll leave you.
It is a possibility. I might absolutely be able to get away from here scot-free. Zero punishment for anime actions. It'll be so good. It'll be so great, guys. It'll be so amazing. Then he goes to court and he just cries in front of the judge.
Yeah, I mean, the big takeaway here is don't harass strangers in public
Wow.
for your live stream. That
Literally.
could save you a whole bunch of headaches. Clearly, as we know very well here on this channel. If you want me to go to the next trial, please drop a like on this video. And also, shout out 15 Minutes of Shame, Legal Minds.
Yeah, that ass. Go fucking watch them. Go watch Nuxnor. Go watch him too. Yeah. I mean, I don't really. I didn't expect too much anything different from what we saw. Just kind of expecting this. I mean, they're both clowns. Oh man. That's enough of Johnny Somali for one day. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Make sure to hit the like, comment, subscribe. Check out the Twitch.